10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
League's assassin.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Ancient apparition.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Facing off against Kinguin, I'm Lyrical, joined as well by A.
Doing great as always. Oh, a CKAA opening. That's interesting.
Apparition with heroes like a Sven or a Wraith King to set up the stun, and I guess that CK can kind of work in the same fashion.
Yeah, just really solid in lane, and I'm just surprised about the CK being picked up so early. But this more or less solidifies their safe lane or off lane if they want to.
Radiant team ban.
He's like one of the stronger fighting carries in the early game. Like I think he does the most damage, and his overall skill set. You know, you have a disable, you have ability that kind of pulls them into you. But I think his biggest weakness is that he is somewhat reliant on having a good start and also relying a lot on the illusions. So, I mean, if you pick it up this early, it's not exactly that surprising that your opponents will inevitably pick up, you know, something that can deal with illusions and just have a ton of AoE so that your illusions can't really do the damage that they need to.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining.
I think another option that might be a thing is like I don't think we've really seen it, but Scepter Medusa can potentially erase all the illusions.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's not like that bad against AA. You can't heal, but you can itemize in a way that you can kind of survive long enough anyways. It's always going to be difficult to kill off, even without the healing.
Dire team pick.
Clockwork.
It's hard to say. It's always hard to kind of guess off of just like 2 picks. You really have to see everything together. You know, you can always have a CK and all of a sudden, hey, we're gonna run a mid morphling, for example, which is something that hasn't really been seen since what TI2 days, but you can never guess with 3 picks remaining.
5 seconds remaining.
No, I haven't.
Radiant team pick.
Disruptor.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you on that one. Although, to be fair, that's only because we've been able to kind of see how Kinguin have been playing recently. And like you said, Penta, a couple of familiar faces there, but a couple of new ones as well. Gonna have to wait and see how they perform here. Yeah, he's gonna hit his stride once he picks up, you know, one or 2 items, including the BKB, and then he's just like at the stage where he's extremely strong, powerful. But until then, he's good but not unstoppable. And if you're really far ahead, you just ignore the BKB and maybe buy a heart so that your illusions have 5,000 life and you just can't do anything about them.
Dire team pick. Mirana. Radiant team ban.
A world devourer.
Oh, this is an interesting pick. OD. You know, you do bonus damage to summons. This is, I guess, their answer to dealing with CK illusions. Just hit him a couple times with OD.
10 seconds remaining.
But it is risky. You know, OD, if he gets locked down for even a moment, CK with 1 reality rip will, more likely than not, be able to kill off an OD.
Dire team ban. Dire team pick.
I mean, obviously, though, this is just all speculation on...
10 seconds
Or
remaining.
we're speculating this as if Chaos Knight has the greatest start and... Or not the greatest, but a good enough start and has a good enough mid game. I mean, for all we know, Kinguin, they could just punish him to the point where he's just irrelevant.
Yeah, no, definitely. And if OD gets off to a hot start and starts making rotations down there to that bottom lane, there's a very high probability that he just gets destroyed before he can get those items up. Troll Warlord going to get taken down as well, so Battle Trance with
combo.
OD, my god.
This was a combo a lot of people used to run, right? It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but OD Troll was
10 seconds
fairly
remaining.
common in recent patches.
Yeah.
Choose your hero.
Whoa.
This is an RMN hero for sure because one, he's the captain. Two, this is a hero that he played a lot when he was on a different version of Navi, right? He was playing on Navi for a while, and I think they picked him support Lustrak for quite a few games.
I mean, do you like it here? It's tower damage. You probably go like the Maxine, Earth Splitter, and Diabolic Edict, right?
I think as a support, I actually don't know. I would have to assume you want to have utility, so maybe a couple levels of Lightning just for the slow, and then a couple levels of Edict for tower pushing, and then obviously Earth Splitter for the stun. So I mean, we're just gonna have to see how he decides to build it. Like honestly, I like the hero a lot, but as a support, Leshrac has to survive if he wants to contribute, and if you don't have farm, you can't survive. He just is so squishy, so he needs to get off
It's Split Earth, isn't it? It's not Earth Splitter. Earth Splitter is the Elder Titan ulti. I messed that up. Sorry, guys. I'm pretty sure that's right.
You're probably right, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, people know what we're talking about. Yeah,
Split Earth, it is. Yeah, all right. I was wrong and then I was right. At least I corrected myself. All right. RMN. Oh, and of course, the most important part. He's got the taunt. Oh, yeah. We're boogieing tonight. He's got Boogie on his team.
I feel like we've been seeing a lot more taunts ever since the chat wheel thing has stopped.
Yeah. I just want to keep looking at this guy. Do it again. One time. He's not going.
No, he won't. Don't worry. Just give him a moment.
Okay. In the meantime, Patos moving out here. He's also taunting away. And I don't know if they're going to spot him. They did catch a quick little glimpse. But they won't be able to pull him back in with a reality rift or anything like that.
30 seconds to battle.
All right, he's actually stopping. He's not doing it. I think he's waiting to see someone first so that they can see him doing it.
Yeah, we'll have to wait to that.
A smoke. They want to go aggressive with this. I mean, this Penta level 1 is like ridiculously strong, but
they're trying to switch lanes. I think that's what it is too. They don't want to get scouted that they're switching lanes and then go in for the fight.
They're gonna miss the rune, but still. Let's see how this turns out. Missing a rune is not a big deal if you get the first blood.
And they're gonna think they're safe. This is gonna be a first blood, I think, onto Disruptor. Alicia is up here, or they can get the troll. Oh man, if they can get the troll, they know he's going to be blocking. They pull him back in. Reality Rift. No, he's got the stun instead. It's a 2-second one. The Split Earth to follow.
He's done. Look at that damage.
That is ridiculous. Great. Okay. Well, first blood going the way of Penta and DNZ picking it up.
Chilling Touch, probably one of the best level 1 fighting abilities, I think.
So here's the problem. Patos just TP'd top, and now Troll is going to TP bottom. So we could see Penta switch it up, and yeah, they're all going to buy TP scrolls now and go down bottom to keep messing with Troll. So Troll stuck on an island. In just a second here, at least, most likely.
Probably just finishing up the waves first before they decide on anything.
I guess they also want to keep their eyes on Disruptor to make sure that he doesn't glimpse anybody. Is the other way to go, as they found Patos. Another kill. Things looking quite good right now for Penta. And it looks like they might actually keep it for the moment. Troll versus Clock. With the mid lane matchup, looks like Mirana's getting a little bit the better of OD as well. Nisha not having the best of time here.
Wow, that's impressive. I would have thought OD would have struggled, but I think the thing that Mirana players have started to learn is how to shove out waves as fast as possible.
Right.
And you just over creep them.
Yeah, there are a lot of creeps here, and Nisha's not getting all these last hits either.
What?
What?
What? Okay, he's fine. That was way too close for comfort. What was that?
I have no idea what he was doing. I think he wanted to leap into the trees. There is this like little area where you can eat your way through. Yeah, that just happened. And then he found a regen rune. Okay. I don't know. That was very odd. RMN down bottom. They could try and set up onto exotic deer here.
He needs to hit level 2, otherwise it's not going to be enough damage. Boogie. Yeah. Oh, he's level 3 as well. Okay, this is a perfect timing then. RMN getting 2. Boogie at level 3.
Yep.
I think they could go for this with Edict.
They just need to get him in the cogs, and then it would end up working out. The walk forward, maybe trying to bait him into a bad position. Okay. He's not slowed enough. Yeah, he's getting out of there.
Mid lane, they're trying to help out Nisha, but actually it doesn't look like he needs help. After that entire wave was pushed out, he's more than okay now.
Yeah. I think that maybe like 9 having to run back and heal up and all this stuff there, that probably made the difference where he's now leading in CS and Mirana's going to be pushed under wave. They find a kill. Pato's going to go down. Impale missed there. DNZ
this is gonna be
able
bad.
to dodge the turnaround. Alicia in trouble. DNZ still living. And they're going to be able to kill off K-Core. Nick's assassin in trouble. They've got all the damage in the world. The cold feet is there. And the stun is out as well. They find another kill. 5-0 for Penta.
Underdogs, huh?
Apparently. Nisha?
9? Is he going to go
Nisha?
for the courier?
No leap.
No leap. Yeah. If you had leap, I think it's actually worth trading your life for that courier. I would have left for it.
Yeah. Well, 4 minutes in, and even though it is Penta a little bit in the lead, that's mainly by virtue of kills. As far as actual CSing, Kinguin are getting a better end of the stick. With Patos being the lowest out of the cores, but OD and Troll having a very, very good time. And K-Core could have thrown out in the Impale there, but Mirana had a leap, so might not have worked.
I think Penta are actually okay with this, though, because, you know, a troll can farm, but he's going to need quite a few items to actually get going, right? Until he actually has, you know, BKB and maybe, what is it? A lot of them like to go Mask of Madness and then either Sanjin Yasha or just a casual Yasha. Whatever it is, you know, you need those items to fight as Troll Warlord if you don't want to get, you know, killed in one stun. And Bad Rider, he actually needs, you know, that Blink Dagger, right? So the gold difference is much greater, and I think Penta are making the right decision just delaying this Bad Rider's Blink for as long as possible, because they'll always have an answer for the other cores.
Did you see this rotation, though? It was, like, these 3 heroes walked that entire way and then didn't get a kill because they walked right underneath the ward, and now they're back here again. Like, I don't know. It feels like a big wasted rotation, that one. As K-Core gonna run into Boogie. Boogie able to sidestep it for the moment. Can they hit the Impale? Doesn't look like they're even gonna try.
No glimpse, and Troll's a little too far away, so it's kind of difficult to follow up on that.
Yep.
I feel like
Breaking
Penta
clarities.
a little too ambitious with their rotations. Just gotta calm down and be happy with what they've accomplished so far in these lanes.
Yeah, I mean, they really are having a great time so far. Nisha is gonna use his shrine, 5-minute mark. Bat Rider now taking this 2 stack of creeps. And Nick's just gonna place down an observer as they'll get some of that vision to make sure the rotation doesn't come in. Bottom lane, they found Exotic Deer, but he's gonna be able to sidestep him there, and well, with another lightning, maybe they can find the kill. They throw down the kinetic field, and that's going to keep Exotic Deer alive with a shrine ready to be used.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Yeah, it's a good thing he has a shrine. Gonna be able. Oh, he's not even using it. Gonna go.
He's going to get him
first.
Yeah. That way, Alicia can get back here and use it as well.
So I mean, while Penta are ahead in kills, they're actually. I mean, they're ahead of 5 kills too, but. I mean, if you look at the overall net worth difference, it's actually not that much. It just kind of shows how much more efficient Kinguin are in terms of farming.
For sure. And, I mean, it's almost 50 CS on Nisha, and it's 7 minutes in. He's basically had free farm, and bottom lane, Exotic Deer, he's going to pay for this. Mirana made that rotation down bottom, and while that's happening, this is going to be DNZ soaking up experience mid. So overall, it's a pretty good situation, I would say, for Penta.
Yeah, definitely.
CK's starting to climb the CS charts as well. He's ahead of the Troll Warlord now. They're going to need Nisha to make a lot of plays in the mid game.
Oh, bottom lane, he hits that arrow. Still holding on to Carapace though, so not going to be able to get the kill, but it's very nicely done. AA is going to get some levels in the mid lane now.
Oh. I'm also kind of keeping my eye on this OD's item build. He's going for treads and immediately into the 4-staff Hurricane Pike. You can tell he's not trying to go for like the mega farming route. They want to try and make stuff happen right away. No Midas. And, well, Impale is there. They've got themselves the Ancient Apparition. They find the quick and easy kill. Going to get that Astral as well as the Glimpse away. And RMN sets up the stun. They find it onto the Nyx. He's going to fall. Leshrac picking that one up.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at how the lanes are going right now, they're not exactly in the most comfortable position. So Kinguin going to go straight for the 4-staff first because you don't want to run that risk of buying a Midas to farm and then getting picked off over and over again by a Clockwork.
Yeah.
I think if anything, if you really wanted to go back into a faster farming, faster leveling build with the Midas, you definitely can still pick it up after the 4-staff.
Yeah. So Radiant might have seen Kinguin heading up that hill to go smoke, but I don't think that they did actually see the smoke come out. And now there's a high probability that we end up seeing Oliver getting caught as they lay down the kinetic field. They have Glimpse, they have everything. I don't think he can get out of this one. Well, they do have the invis here, and a good jump forward. Boogie gets the pushback. They're going to keep him alive for now. Moonlight Shadow comboed together with Clockwork is going to keep that CK alive. That was a big rotation.
Very nicely done. Although I say very nicely done, but maybe that was a misplay by Kinguin. you are against a Mirana, so
yeah,
I kind of expected them to have some kind of detection.
For sure. And looking at the levels now on these supports, you've got level 5 on Ancient Apparition and Leshrac. This is looking amazing for Penta. 8-1 start. But more importantly, this Ancient Apparition is about to hit level 6 in the mid lane, soaking up experience. You've got the Leshrac, who's, level 5 now, and he doesn't have any points in the Edict, which is a little sketch. But I think that they can really start to make stuff happen around the map and cause some real issues.
I think that's the big challenge that Penta are going to have here, is that they do have the levels of their supports now, so they're going to hit this team fight timing much earlier. But they have to actually go for those team fights first.
Right.
If they don't, I think like if Kinguin starts catching up in terms of experience balancing with all the other supports and heroes, then they are gonna give Kinguin the chance to fight back because of just how farmed this OD and Troll are getting.
Yeah. Well, and Boogie does go down. Meanwhile, 9 shows up with Oliver. They want to try and find a kill here onto the OD. Can self-astral? No, he can't. Too long of a stun.
Yeah, and this is what they need to continuously do. I mean, they have a ton of low cooldown abilities that can just chain disable one person and get the kill very easily. CK being able to do that, and Clockwork Hook as well. And then you can follow it up with Leshrac stun or an arrow with AA Apparition or Ancient Apparition ulti.
Yeah. Not to mention the initiation coming from the Mirana is it's hard game to deal with. Kinguin, they have decent vision of the jungle right now and seeing everything that's sort of going on here. Requesting a gank. They want to do a lot here as bottom lane. They find the CK. Scary moment. Meanwhile, OD, he's on the Mirana. They am going to gain out the Moonlight Shadow. Exotic Deer going to fall. They find that kill, and now finding more. Nisha left alone. He's going to get stunned here. They have a secondary stun with the Static Storm. That's what they needed right there as well. Nisha throwing out the damage. Does he have his ultimate? He doesn't, and he's only going to be able to kill down that AA. So they lose Troll and OD for an Ancient Apparition.
And this is exactly what Penta have to be doing. They know that they're strong right now. Like, regardless of net worth, they know that their heroes can do this, and this is what they have to continuously to do to build up a lead. It's not going to be through farming. Like, farming is going to be, if they want to play a farming game, it's going to be very difficult against these Kinguin heroes, because Troll Warlord, OD, as well as Bad Rider are very good at farming.
Yeah. Well, K-Core, he is got his eyes on Penta. They realize that Nyx is there. A little, hey, how you doing? I think that he walked within range of that. Maybe a sentry right here. It's up on the high ground. But a 3,000 net worth lead, building towards 4,000. And Penta need to keep up that aggression, like you said.
It's got to continue happening. I don't think at any given point.
Oh.
What's up?
Nisha took the movement speed talent.
Huh. Kind of interesting.
Is that a mistake? Like, do you think that like, honest opinion, do you think that that was a misclick?
I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I think it's definitely a preference thing.
We
10 out
saw
of 10
him take a
times.
mana the other day.
10 out of 10 times I would take mana. Oh.
Okay.
Done.
Static Storm.
No chance.
The snarky person in me wants to say movement speed didn't help him there, but nothing would have helped him there, so.
Yeah, that is true.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
They end up finding the courier, though. Nyx Assassin, well done there. Just a little weird, because we did see him, like, in the game yesterday, take mana instead. Do you, what would be a potential reason to take it? Just to try and, like, get away from the Clockwork who's chasing you down or something? I guess?
It helps you farm faster. I think that's really all it is.
Radiant are scanning.
Shadows take us.
Okay.
10 movement speed to help you farm faster.
Dubious. Exotic Deer, though. Gets the 2-second stun. They have the Split Earth, and again, a pickoff. Ancient Apparition gets that kill. Patos, he's walking forward. He has a blink, but they have no damage to follow this up. They're going to TP away Oliver. He gets glimpsed as well. And now we're just going to run away. They have the Impale to connect onto him. He has Midas, a lot of stick charges. Still going to be able to survive. 4-second stun on the bat. They do have a Vendetta if they want to use it. They're going to have to use that for the kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So TK goes down. Big kill.
You know, the crazy thing is, despite all this pressure, this is why they need to go even harder in terms of pressuring these heroes, is that they are only up ahead by a little over 2,000. It's actually not even growing that much, despite getting the kills on the board.
Radiant's middle
And with that tower deny, it's going to go even lower.
All right. So a Force Staff is done for OD. He's starting to build up his int a little bit. Also, he has the 144 build for just that maximum spam out of waves, which he had earlier.
tower is under attack.
Looks like Disruptor is trying to get set up here as well in case somebody comes to TP and defend. I don't think anybody's going to, though.
Tower is under attack.
The ulti is going to be committed here. Maybe they'll scare him off, but nope. Just a bluff.
Yeah. And they'll be fine to take this tower down. Meanwhile, top lane, pressure going out as well. They don't quite get the last hit. That's fine. It happens.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
RMN buying a Helm of the Dominator, something I haven't seen in quite a while, but I always like this item. Gives you the ability to kind of scout out the map a little more, just run a creep around.
Yeah. Very different.
Dire's top
Indeed.
tower is under attack.
Well, mid lane, they're looking for a pickoff here. An Invis picked up by Clockwork. Do they have detection? They do. They spot him, but instead they're going to head down bottom here. They found themselves the Ancient Apparition, the Ice Blast, the turnaround. Static Storm is down. Don't know if it's going to be enough. DNZ looking like he is going to fall, and Well, the split earth gonna connect onto Odie. He's dead as well. They end up losing the Odie for the Ancient Apparition. Also, Batrider falling. Alicia's gonna die. Penta, clearly the stronger team fighter right now.
Yeah, you have to be so careful when you take these team fights as Kinguin, especially because you don't have these BKBs yet. Penta just have far too many disables. Like, every single hero on their team has a good disable.
The other thing is these auras. Like, you've got Unholy Aura, so 6 regen. Helm of the Dominator, 10 health regen. So they're just sitting with passively 19 health regen. They can keep pushes going.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And it's off.
They pull back in the Nyx. There's the catch, CK. Ice Blast onto 3.
No follow-up,
Radiant
though.
wanted to turn this. You got to be at least a little bit careful. They have hookshot back up in 1 second with 6 charges available. And it's going to end up going to here, and they pull back in Boogie.
Any hook shot?
Yeah, he can if they want to. There's going to be the Sanity's Eclipse drop down. It's not enough, though. And I mean, they kill off the Clockwork, but if they're not careful, they might lose more. The arrow connected onto Nisha. They take down Kekor. A 1-for-1 so far. Man.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
I think all things considered, that's not... I think Penta are still okay with that. You know, they are ahead, but losing a Clockwork, not the biggest deal. They didn't have all of their cooldown. I was actually expecting him to hookshot back into his team, just kind of get away from that fight, but they were very ready to just turn.
Well, they have found the Ancient Apparition bottom, the Sacrificial Lamb, again being killed. And I was kind of keeping my eye on what the other items are. It looks like AA is going for a Midas. They already have one on CK. It doesn't look like anybody else is going for any Midases, though. Everybody else is kind of going for these fighting items, but it does look like we've got some damage across the board, or rather some late game scaling potential across the board.
Hey, Nisha's going back for it. See? But he's going for the Hurricane Pike first, then he's going back for the Midas.
Top lane. They found themselves a Mirana hookshot, gonna interrupt that Disruptor, and well, he ends up just getting a free pass away from the Nyx Assassin. Ice Blast gonna connect on nobody. So 4,000 net worth lead, 18-7. Penta continuing to just kind of dominate this early game.
Yeah, we're actually starting to see signs of this net worth disparity now. They're actually starting to build up an actual lead. Oh, Exotic Deer, he might be in trouble here for trying to go on this.
Uh-oh. Yeah, they go. Nisha, though, he's able to interrupt one. Boogie now, maybe in a little bit of trouble as well. They think that they have Oliver caught, though. They have a lot of damage. He's slowed down as well. They do have a Sanity's Eclipse in 30. I don't know if they're going to be able to bring him down there. They need to start getting some bashes from Exotic Deer. The Nyx is coming in as well. Boogie's actually just going to die. And it looks like he's going to have to give up his life, but now they've also caught the CK. He thought he was away, but Kekor came in and finished it off. 3 dead. Now maybe going to be able to find more. Patos looking for 9. Pushes him back. He does still have Lasso, but DNZ able to slow. And maybe able to find this kill. Can they get him? Doesn't look like it yet. Fight recap. And they'll stop it there. But Shadow Blade, and now they got him. Yeah. Patos just lives through that.
That was incredibly well played by Nisha. They made it so that they were attacking from the fog. Troll doesn't even have to show himself because of that potential turnaround that a CK as well as a Clockwork can have. So just fighting from within the trees and building up his int stacks, just tearing them apart once he had that much int stolen. 51 int stolen after all of that.
Yeah. Boogie misses a hook shot in the mid lane onto Nyx Assassin. And now we're starting to see what you were talking about. A little bit of ground. Give them an inch, they take a mile. It is a steep drop off into the favor of Kinguin.
And in the mid lane, Oliver, he's just going to use his ulti to farm.
I mean, it looks like they want to fight here, but I don't know if this is going to end up working out. They use the dust on a Kekor. He is going to get caught there. Impale off the mark. They get the kill.
All right, at least he does find at least a kill with the Phantasm.
So how do you see this game going forward now? Like CK, it does feel like they have answers for him.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, he doesn't have magic immunity, so this OD is gonna chunk him. He's also got Blink Dagger now, so very nice pickup.
Yeah, deciding to go for that instead of the Midas. I guess that they're expecting that they can go for
Are scanning.
more fighting items and kind of just build their lead even further. RMN, they knew that he was in here, and they find that kill. No way out. Alicia picks it up. Static Storm down, but so too is Leshrac.
It's starting to look really bad. This is the outscaling that OD and Troll Warlords are gonna provide Kinguin.
Yeah, another pick off.
Penta are just falling apart now. They had such a great laning phase, but that seems to be the extent of their success.
And now Kinguin going in to finish and take Roche. Like, this is kind of just textbook the way to play Dota, and the Ice Blast is going to go in. They do need to be careful about Clockwork, who's making his move. Alicia might be able to block the hook shot, and they pull him in immediately. He's going to find that kill. Impale is there onto the Clockwork. They're still trying to defend Roche. He did get mana broken, but they'll be able to get an initiation there. My God, they just blow up DNZ, but trying to interrupt it, they take him down. Troll is dead. Orman might be able to get Roche. Patos walking forward. He wants to steal this away, and Orman able to take Roche on. And the Aegis, easy peasy for the Leshrac as K-Core tries to find something. Nisha needs to get cleanup duty. And they do have him chased. Not killed, though. So,
all right, well done by Penta, taking that Roshan fight. I mean, they got the Roshan as well as the Aegis.
That's nuts. And a very even game now, with the Aegis still on Lesh. I mean, he could conceivably start walking around in the head of his team and, like, you know, just casting Edict. He's fairly tanky. Almost 1600 HP.
I don't think the Aegis on Leshrac will amount to too much.
Oh.
Definitely going to help a bit, but I think as long as OD and Troll are there, it's going to be a little too much damage for Penta to handle, maybe.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, AA gonna get picked off here.
Yeah.
The classic Blink Hurricane Pike.
Oh, the Clockwork hook onto 2, though. Immediately Static Stormed. And most likely going to die. Maybe not. They pull back in 1. That's going to be a lot of damage built up onto 9 as well as RMN. My God. That's Aegis down, though. So they kill off the OD for the price of the Mirana and the Ancient Apparition. K-Core is going to run away.
How did Disruptor get in there?
I don't know. Hey, they just do these things.
I think he got pushed in by the cogs, maybe. I'm really confused as to how he got in there, because there's no opening in that tree area, I think. No, actually, no, there's one tree. Okay, so
he might have gotten force staffed or something. Also,
no, there's a tree cut. I think you can walk in.
Boogie,
a really sneaky spot.
He's being assaulted by creeps. Uh-oh. Yeah, time to get out. So CK is starting to become more and more of a problem. Heaven's Halberd done, so he's got a little bit of evasion. He's almost got a BKB completed. Gonna get into that level 20 as well, so either stats or more gold, depending upon which way he wants to go. You starting to get it all worried?
BKB is definitely gonna provide Kinguin some problems, but it's not like unmanageable for sure. Because even though you have BKB, right, you can still have OD kill off all the illusions. But the problem right now is that OD also dies in one reality rift.
Right. He almost needs to wait for the CK to show himself before he can even really go in on anything. And he's actually going to be going for a Lincoln Sphere, it looks like.
Doesn't want to get reality rifted.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And I think Troll has finished BKB as
Dire's
well. So
bottom tower is under attack.
BKB Troll also is just as scary as a BKB CK. Gonna have to see how each side deals with it.
Yep. All right.
Top tower
Tower now going to be under siege, while bottom lane, they've already taken it. Penta looking to try and push and maybe even force for some reaction down here in the bottom. And the hook shot, it connects onto Troll. They got him stuck. Exotic Deer in trouble. He's dead. They get another pickoff. Hell, I mean, right now, Kinguin, they're making a couple of questionable plays and might end up getting punished further for it.
Dire's bottom tower
9?
is under attack.
Is he arrow? No. He didn't have it anyways.
Yeah, he already used it.
Yep.
Yeah, really unfortunate for Exotic Deer. He got caught out in a spot where it's just not going to work out if he BKBs and TPs out, considering how much life he had. So makes the right call, doesn't use it, accepts his fate. Still a very close game right now. BKB is up on CK now.
Yeah. Oh, and K-Core. He has a Force Staff, which he is going to use now. And Ice Blast. Sniped.
Mark.
Yep.
Dire's top tower.
I don't know. I'm wondering if they just think about trying to muscle high ground. I mean, is that something they can do against Kinguin?
They're doing it anyways.
OD doesn't have TP. He's 15 seconds away.
That's bad.
Oh, no.
This is gonna be a tower.
Tier 3 tower taken. They pull back in 1, but again, no OD. So they're going to kill off the Lesh. But a full tier 3 tower taken just because of a lack of TP.
And the range tracks dropping below half. I mean, that's a very worthwhile phantasm. I think Penta are going to be happy with that one.
Yeah. Access to shrines is now open. Kinguin struggling for answers.
Oh,
So-
CK's going for Lincolns.
What do you think about that?
I'm actually not sure about this one.
I mean,
I would
Bat
like
Rider?
I mean, sure, Bat Rider can lasso you, but you have a BKB. I think you just play the illusion game.
I mean, they do some damage to illusions. You were preferring like a Manta or something?
I think with the way this game is going, maybe Heart might have been a better option too.
Okay. So what's going to be the concern for you if he gets this Lincoln Sphere? Like, what's he gonna be missing?
Just overall strength on the illusions. I mean, Lincoln's only gives what 15 stats.
Yeah.
Which the intelligence, you're kind of like whatever, right? Intelligence, Agi is pretty good, but majority of the time you just want to have a bunch of strength on CK.
Yeah.
If not that, then maybe even Assault Cuirass.
Well, 30 minutes into it, 28 to 18. It's a 4,000 net worth lead. Actually, more towards 5,000, and it looks like Kinguin want to fight. They want to find somebody. They are a little bit separated. Patos not with the rest of the team. He's going to have to head over this direction, and now, do they spot him? Do they realize? They have a gem on Bat Rider, but they pass each other, and maybe Penta realize. Oh, smoke is broken. Scary stuff. Kinguin, they get initiated on. They found him right at the start. The pushback with the cogs as well as there. And K-Core going to be the first one to get ran at. It looks like he is going to die there, and, well, Kinguin just have to run back home.
I think they just go for Shrine. I think it's a little risky to go high ground, like even if a Nyx Assassin is down. I think they need more than that, so settle for the Shrine.
Dire's top shrine
Yeah.
has
Settle for both Shrines, I think.
They take it so quickly. Roche is still a little ways away from being, or from respawning. They're going for the tier 2 tower mid. Is this the fight that Kinguin want to take?
They pretty much have everything, so I think it's okay. If they find initiation again, they should be okay. Yeah. Just make sure they don't get lassoed. Oh, this is a good start. If they can find this disruptor, but uh-oh. Bad rider.
Patos.
Not like this.
Arrow not going to actually end up doing that much. They jump forward on Anisha. My god, they blow up the clockwork. He's fallen, but they turn it now on Anisha. He gets the astral off. Can they do this? Exotic Deer turned against as well. They try and blink out. It's not going to happen. The stun is there. 3 seconds and the damage to follow. 9 chasing after Nyx, but not doing it. 3 are dead for Penta. Alicia, as well as the rest of Kinguin, stay alive. All right. 20 to 6 to 20. Kinguin went out big there.
OD also does have the Lincolns, but I don't know how effective Lincolns is going to be here for OD as well. I could have sworn that he was going to buy a BKB instead.
Yeah. I guess late game when CK has that reality rift talent eventually, if that's what he wants to go for. I don't know if you take that over cooldown reduction, but it's an answer for OD later anyways. I don't know.
I think you could take it here. We'll see how he feels about it. 20% cooldown reduction is pretty good though, especially since he has a Midas as well as a Heaven's Halberd and a BKB.
Clockwork Aghanims. He is, what, 1,500 gold away from completing that. Meanwhile, DNZ, he has got very farmed with that Midas and the GPM talent. Currently only 1,200 away from getting an Aghanim Scepter. Are Kinguin going to try and do something here? They're only a tiny bit behind. They do spot out Patos, and they're moving over this direction. Nisha pushing in mid lane. And if they wanted to fully commit to that, that could be a tower since all of Penta are up here in the top lane. But instead, they're going to move over and maybe try and take down Roche. Bottom lane being pushed in as well. They're going to need to contend with that. Looks like Troll is going to head back for it. All right, maybe they're going to go take Roche instead.
I think they might consider it just because they see the Troll Warlord pushing out this bottom lane. But they don't do it that quickly. That's the worrying thing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Nyx could scout.
Do it with flair.
Getting ready to walk in. Moonlight Shadow. The Nyx Assassin stepping forward. Patos, they find the initiation onto 2. They push back another. They don't find the catch with the lasso. And it's just going to end up being the Troll Warlord. Almost brought down Nisha. He might have saved his life, but it might not be for long. He ends up falling nonetheless. Boogie got that kill. And with reality, or rather Phantasm done, we'll see if Kinguin want to come and fight this. There's a chance. They still have sanities.
They are hanging around.
Yeah. They might just go for it. Roche, very low. And Kinguin, I think that they can't do it. It's too much.
Boom, there it goes.
Alright, Penta out there. Once again in the lead. Very back and forth game so far. But for the most part, it's been even up until now. This is the biggest lead that Penta have had up until now, I think. Yep.
Do you think they're in a position to push for high ground at this stage?
That's kind of hard to say.
Oh, apparently.
I think they just wanted to pick off, and if they got the bad rider, there's no initiation, then they can actually go. But
yeah,
I mean, RMN has no mana left, so I think it's time for them to just call it off and hit the shrine instead.
What about the next Aegis? Is that kind of the moment when you could go for it? Because it does feel like, oh, Lisha, he's found one, but doesn't go for the glimpse.
All right, that Lincoln's paying off.
There we go. That would have been a kill. Or at least the Aegis. I think now, though, you're looking at RMN, who's going to have his Lincoln or his Yule Scepter completed. Boogie will have his Aghanim Scepter done. What else? CK, he's building towards Scotty, but it has the Lincolns. Like, I think that they've got this next tier of items. They could go for it with this Aegis at the very least. What do you think?
I think it's really difficult to brute force your way there. You have to find that opportunity before you actually make that move.
Okay.
I think if you just try to walk up onto high ground, you're probably just gonna lose the team fight.
Fair enough.
Ancient Apparition's about to finish, or has finished the Scepter, so this is a pretty big pickup.
That's all I'm saying, man. They're ready to party. They want to fight. Come at us.
RMN is very tanky too on his Leshrac.
Yeah. I think people underestimate how good the Helm of the Dominator is. The extra little bits of attributes plus the regen aura. And then on top of that, of course, just a casual Heaven's Halberd. One of the better items at dealing with OD.
Troll as well.
Dire's
Yeah.
bottom shrine has fallen.
Ooh, smoke.
Radiant's top
See where they go with this
tower is
one.
under
They don't have
attack.
the AA nearby, but could always send that ulti from a distance.
And like Kinguin's all on the other side of the map.
Oh, they're just going in. There's no back.
Oh my god. All right. Well, there is the glyph about to be done. They are walking up there. There's going to be the astral, but nothing really used yet. The melee barracks almost dead.
Dire's bottom tower
So Phantasm down. They pull in Cake War. Not going to get him. Lolver. He's fine. Glimpse pulls him back. He can turn and fight now. BKB, they pull him back in. Another Astral. Decides to turn his attention onto this barracks. They fight Nisha. He does a lot of damage, but the clockwork gets the cogs. Gonna try and push it back now. Troll has control of Oliver as well. That's gonna be the Aegis down. And he is already gonna lose his life. But he does have a second round here. If they wanted to, they also do have a lasso. They turn to fight.
Arrow.
There's the hook shot. It connects. Great combo together. No buyback. That's OD dead forever. And Nyx Assassin also in trouble. Patos is going to start to fall low. 9 has eyes on him. They also have Troll Warlord. They pull him back in. Going to bring him down. He does have buyback, but they don't want to have to use it. They buy back on Troll. They buy back on Nyx. They lose the Bat Rider as well. 3 buybacks used already. Penta really streaming forward with a full lane of barracks gone. RMN is probably going to lose his life here. Didn't have mana for the Yule Zoroff cooldown, and they pull back in the Ancient Apparition. It's still Ag Scepter upgraded, but he won't get it off. You take that trade every day of the week. Huge win right there for Penta.
They saw their opportunity and they took it. That was a big arrow from 9 hitting on the OD. That's the one way that OD just can't do anything about. If you're not BKB and you get hit by an arrow, you're gonna be sitting there. You're gonna be a sitting duck for that stun duration, and he just got torn apart.
Yeah. 4,000.
It's so important for Kinguin to not have their cores go down in these fights. I think if either of them go down, I think the team fight is just over.
Well, Troll has a DD, so they can maybe make a play here if he runs into the CK. But CK is kind of taking a safe farming place where he's by a shrine, and I mean, he's got cheese on top of everything else. Armlet, BKB. He is just large and in charge. Astral used. Nisha. Ice Blast connects onto 2. Is it enough though? Oliver there trying to run away. He pops Phantasm, turns to fight. Exotic Fear has nothing to stand up to him. My God. Woo, baby. And now Alicia just running forward. What are you doing there, man? GG called. They've had enough.
All right. Never doubt the first pick AACK. I mean, they made it work. RMN also played a great support Leshrac. This is an entertaining team to